You know, it can sometimes be very, very frustrating when you have a particular relationship with somebody, a lady, and then all of a sudden they change their behavior or attitude. Sometimes you could spend hours thinking about what could have gone wrong, why the sudden change of behavior and attitude. Chances are that you have done something wrong, which is pushing them away or which is making them give you that sort of attitude. And that's what we are going to talk about today. Today we're talking about things that men do that pushes ladies away, or things that men do that puts ladies off. So that lady is actually giving you those attitude excuses because of one of these things I'm going to talk about. Stay with me. I'll be right back.
Keep watching and listening to Love Dr. OB for your relationship advice, life goals, and financial tips.
Hi guys, my name is Brido Obi. You can call me Love Dr. Obi on all social media handles. You can actually find me over there. If you are new on my channel, please don't hesitate to hit on the subscribe button down there. It's very, very important to me, and I appreciate that so much. Also hit on the notification bell as well, so that whenever there's a new video, you actually get it before anyone else does it. And every week I bring you amazing videos on relationships, on life goals and financial tips, and so you wouldn't regret when you subscribe to this channel. There are amazing videos coming your way, so stay tuned, subscribe and stay tuned. Now, on things that men do that puts women off, the first thing is kind of obvious, and that is bad hygiene. Most guys don't really pay attention to their hygiene, and they always go around ladies that they really want to be in a relationship with. You know, women are so detailed and particular about certain things, and so when they realize that you don't have a good hygiene or you have a bad hygiene, it is going to put them off. Probably the first time you encountered them that day, you were good looking or you were kind of nice, but moving forward they realized that no, that was just because there was an occasion. That was just because you were attending some sort of occasion or ceremony. That's why you were dressed kind of good. But moving forward, they realized that no, you are not kind of neat, or you don't keep good hygiene for yourself. So no woman wants to be with a man who doesn't have a good hygiene. So at first, they may be good to you, they may be talking to you, they may be hanging around with you, but all of a sudden, they change behavior and then they are not coming closer to you anymore. They kind of give you excuses almost every time. Chances are that there's something wrong with your hygiene, so you've got to check it very well. The second thing is that when you put on weird attire combination, I know some men do like some sort of combination. Sometimes they wear pink shirts with kind of blue shorts. I mean, colors that they don't even know whether they match or not. Okay, women do pay attention to colors and combination. And so let's say for the first impression or the first sight, they didn't pay so much attention to it, or they gave you the benefit of doubt. But moving forward, they realize that that is actually how you dress. You have no sense of color combination and you do not pay attention to colors or whether this matches the other or not. So henceforth, they will start giving you attitude, and then you wouldn't understand why they're giving me this kind of attitude. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. Chances are that something's wrong with your color combination. I mean, it's kind of weird to be wearing especially light colors that you do not even know whether they match or not. Or let's say you saw it somewhere and then you are just imitating. So they probably don't like you, or they will just move away, or to put them off because they don't really like such weird attire combination. So you've got to pay attention to whatever you combine with what color. I mean, the colors that matches each other. You can go to the internet, you can look at certain things, which color matches the other. When you wear kind of pink top, what kind of color shorts you're supposed to wear, and all those things. It is quite easier on the internet. So don't just put that woman off because of your weird attire combination. Now, the next thing is that always wanting to be right. I know men can sometimes want to feel superior and in authority and always trying to be right in every circumstances. I mean, it depends on whatever relationship you establish with the woman. But if the relationship is not so deep like that, don't try to be always right. I mean, generally trying to be right is kind of not romantic, or it's not sexy, okay? Because women do not want men who always want to be right. Yes, they understand that men are supposed to be the superiors, they're supposed to be kind of below them, or understand that men are supposed to be in authority. But whenever you always try to correct a woman, or whenever you're having a conversation, or she is also expressing her opinion, probably on something that she's much aware or knows so much that this is right, and then you just intend comes in to prove that your point is right, kind of, That is not sexy to women, and it puts them off. So you should be in the safer side, not to always seem to be right. Sometimes you do not pay attention to whatever thing that you guys are discussing, and you think that, oh, you are just expressing your opinion, you are just telling them what you know. But listen, when it comes to a woman, always trying to be right is not sexy, and it's going to put them off. Take note of that. The next thing is that every woman don't like this, and that is trying to correct them almost every time. Okay, I know some men are kind of intelligent, wise, especially let's say you are very good in grammar, English, or whatever. You may be a specialist in that particular sector. And so whenever that woman is trying to say something or trying to also express himself, you always correct them. No, this is not how it is being said. You're supposed to say it this way. You can say it this way. Every time you jump in to make correction, you jump in to correct her on something, it's going to put her off. Not that they do not know that they are wrong, but they simply do not want to be corrected like that. I mean, it's a woman's thing. So you've got to reduce it. Sometimes it's painful, it's kind of worrisome when you know that you cannot correct them because you've already corrected them earlier. And when you keep correcting them, it will put them off or it will give them some sort of attitude. But, I mean, what can you do? But what I can advise you is that don't try to correct them almost every time. And sometimes let them make their mistakes, and then later on they will realize it themselves, or when they realize, they say that, oh, yes, it's true. Not that I wanted to correct you, but I know when I correct you, you will be this kind of dick or whatever. That is not sexy for women. And so don't always try to correct women. So probably if you are that type, you realize that now she's not really interested in you anymore, or she's giving you so many excuses. It's probably because of one or these things. You've been correcting them almost every time. So they're not interested anymore. Take note of that. So these are what I've got for you guys. I know, I understand sometimes you realize that things have moved faster and then everything seems that you're going to get this woman for yourself. Then all of a sudden, they change their behavior or they are not interested, they backed off or something. Chances are that you may be doing something wrong that is putting them off. So take note of these things that I've mentioned and help yourself with them. Probably you might keep that woman for yourself. It has been amazing having you here on my channel today. Alright, so if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly hit the subscribe button. So if you're a new subscriber on this very channel, you wouldn't be disappointed. Come here almost every week and then check out whatever I've got for you here also. So I will see you in my next video. Stay blessed.